Boom.
Boom.
Anthony,
We're
how
here.
are you?
I'm good, mate. Just done the workout. That was
Wednesday
a nice
night,
little spicy one.
7 p.m.
So that was an RX workout. So that was pretty intense. So how'd you go with that one?
I loved it. I loved it. Before we go too much further, though, Anthony, let's just, we've got a little bit of an issue with our vertical screen. I'm going to just try to turn off the vertical screen because we want
Yeah,
to hide
I can't see the vertical screen on mine, so I turned it off. So
Mm, 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 mm.
what does it look like on
And
YouTube?
on YouTube, it looks like I'm watching a mobile phone.
Really?
Yep,
That is
yep. Someone
not
send us
happy
a
with this.
message. Can
I'm
someone
not
send
happy
us a
with this
message?
capability.
If you, we're waiting for our guests, people, so it's all cool. Don't worry, we've got a great show for you tonight. Let's just sort this out now, though, because
Right.
we want it to be in YouTube.
All right. So I'm going to
16
start playing with
16
the
by
settings.
9 landscape.
I'm going to start playing with the settings.
Mm.
What are we doing? Layouts. That's what we want. We don't
This
want
is this
which you'd like to use.
StreamYard
Camera.
has just been screwing up some of the settings. Are
So we've
you?
got visual effects. I have a green screen. No, that's all good. Recording. High quality. Hotkeys. No. Layouts. It doesn't seem to have that as a piece.
Mm.
It's
Can someone
interesting.
send if someone's watching, one of our viewers, just send a quick message. Tell us what does it look like on your phone? Because on my desktop here, it looks very much like it's a portrait format, portrait aspect ratio,
So
and I
use
don't like it.
I don't like it.
You-
You don't like it.
Can you? There's got to be something on.
It
We're
it I
using.
think it's in the setup, Dave. I think
Well, what's the setup? What setup have you picked?
so this is maybe I'll do this. Hey, maybe I'll just go maybe can I welcome Kirra. So save changes. So I want to edit this.
Sorry, people. Sorry, people, about this. This is our
This is us learning.
this is our
It's the
technical supervisor, Anthony. See, like, if I'm looking now at the my second screen here on YouTube, broadcasting live, we're completely cut off. We're completely
Yeah,
cut
I
off.
can see that. Like I can see myself as working, but I can.
Hmm.
But you're kind of to the edge. So
Yeah, I have to move in here, and our guests won't know either.
well,
So
yeah, that'll be interesting. So I mean, I wonder if I can change the. No, I think you have to do it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create another stream. See what happens.
how are you going to do that?
Maybe I just go my scenes. What is my scenes? What is that? I'm going to do something. Let's show on stage. What does that do? Did that do anything? No,
Give it a
that
second.
didn't do it.
Remember, there is a bit of a delay.
Oh,
There is a bit of, oh, wow. Now I'm sitting by myself. StreamYard has just completely destroyed our aspect ratio.
there we go. How does that look?
Okay, let's just give it a second because there's a bit of a delay. Anyone, there's a few people watching. Send us a message, guys. What does it look like on your end?
Set outro video. So
No,
that's not it.
That won't be it.
Edit.
Any
I don't.
comments?
I think it's a new. I think it's a new feature. I don't think we've got a choice.
Why would we want that? Why would anyone want to stream in portrait? It's just crazy.
If you look at the option is when you edit it. Oh, maybe that's
StreamYard.
it. Maybe that's what I've got to change.
Is it
No.
when you're setting up? It's when you're setting it up, Anthony. When you're setting up the
Yeah.
show,
So
you're doing something wrong.
it's subtle, Dave. You are so you're doing something wrong. So I'm going to show you at the end of this what it shows. It says
Uh-huh.
orientation new,
Yep.
and it's
Yep.
got
Yep.
like
Yep.
a landscape and portrait, and then it's
Landscape.
got
We want that.
that's what's recommended. No, it
Uh-huh.
chooses.
Uh-huh.
It
Yep.
chooses based on the device. That's what's supposed to happen.
Based on the device. So we need someone to send us a message. But okay,
So the
so
other,
why is it choosing on my desktop here, on my desktop that's next to me? It is showing us in a portrait.
I'm going to have a look at my YouTube as well and see what
Have
happens.
a have a have a look at YouTube on your mobile phone.
I see. That's like actually, YouTube on my mobile phone's terrible. YouTube on my phone is fine. Sorry, on my computer is absolutely perfect.
That's so weird. Okay.
Hmm. All
Well, we
right,
got
we're just
5
gonna.
viewers. Uh, can someone send us a message? Just want to know how our audio is, how our resolution is, and what aspect ratio is coming through in the great wide world, please, because I'm sensing that it's not being streamed in the right aspect ratio for computers and mobile phones. But never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, we will.
Someone will, oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. We have a
What?
comment. Christine. Thank you, Christine. It looks fine on desktop. All
You're the
right.
best,
All right.
Christine. Love your work. See, it's not my fault,
Thank
Dave.
you. No, I'm gonna get my camera and I'm gonna show you what it looks like on my desktop. That's what it looks like
Because
on my desktop.
you've got an Apple. That's why.
It's an Apple, but look at that. That's ridiculous. But thank you, Christine, for the comment. That's
Thank you,
very,
Christine.
very helpful. And thanks for watching the show.
Yes, yes. I
Ah,
can see that Christine has been kicking goals in CrossFit. I can see by her posts
yeah,
that I've
yeah,
seen
yeah,
she's
yeah.
doing all these amazing things.
I know,
Continuing
and
on.
I do know. Christine may know our guest tonight.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Because she's a fellow Ipswichian.
so we're going to give our guests a bit of a clue as to that gives our guests our viewers a clue to who our guest is. But we haven't let the cat out of the bag yet. Um, we don't know too
No,
much about our guest tonight. It's going to be cool.
no,
It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool to get to know her.
no. But I think
Mm,
it's a really exciting time in this
mm,
in this place that we call CrossFit Neuro. So
yep.
because you're getting some pretty awesome athletes. So we've got Jono and Jet who did
Mm.
exceptionally well at Oceania
Yep.
last 2 weeks ago. Was that 2 weeks ago? Yeah, that was two
Yep.
weeks ago.
Well,
So
let's maybe segue into having a bit of a chat about the last 2 weeks. What's been going on? Our special guest is actually coaching right now. So she'll be what, half an hour or so, I think. Just tidying up loose ends after the 6:15 class, and then she'll jump on and join us and tell us all about her life and her CrossFit life. Should we show the promo? Should we give the viewers a little sneak peek at the promo?
Oh, I think that sounds awesome, Dave. Let's go with that.
Yeah, let's start. Let's do that, and then we'll just wet the appetite a little bit. Oh, so there's a few other comments here.
That was me.
Um,
I
oh,
posted myself. Christine
thanks,
said, "Thanks,
Anne.
Andrew." That's me.
Oh, that's Anthony. Big A. Big
Yeah.
A.
So it's
um,
funny. It's funny. People do call me Andrew for some reason. I'm
do
not sure
they?
why that is. Yeah, they do.
Do you look like
I
an
might
Andrew? Like,
I don't know. Maybe I mumble my name or something when people are asking me what my name is. But yeah, or maybe in another
Anthony
life I was an Andrew. I don't know. I'm not sure.
and Androny, and yeah,
It's like you
I can.
probably get called John, right?
Not really. Hang on. Where's Christine? I just realised that after I said it.
That's all right, Christine.
Yeah,
I
you're
get a
forgiven.
free
You're
session
forgiven.
with you on nutrition now.
Yes.
That's the
Yes.
cost. I hope you're okay with that.
Yeah. All right. Let's play the promo. Enter the promo. This is really cool. Influencer, CrossFit coach.
Pretty funky music, Dave.
I like it. How cool. How cool was that snatch?
How many kilos was that snatch? That was
Uh,
ridiculous.
80, 85
Can you
for a
do an
triple?
85 kilo snatch?
85 for a triple.
Wow.
Right?
Can you do an 85 kilo snatch, Dave?
My best snatch, Anthony, is 82.
Oh,
She just
wow.
did it. She just did 85 for a triple, and it looked
It looked
so
effortless.
easy, so easy. And who knows what
Yeah.
she'd already just done, like, because that was on the competition floor.
That looked
So
like it
when
was a Torian, yeah?
it did look like that. Um,
Yes.
so that's just whetting our appetite for our guest, and we'll talk to her about all those things that she's done. And as you saw in the promo, influencer, CrossFit coach, CrossFit athlete, medical student. How
Wow.
four
That's
amazing
pretty
things.
that's pretty impressive. That's pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Has she just started medicine? Do you know, Dave?
Um, well, it's a long course. Um, so she's in the beginning of her journey. She's in the beginning of her journey of becoming a doctor.
Mm,
So we'll let her tell us all about that. I believe she's in her second year of med school.
right.
Yeah. So awesome, hey?
Absolutely. That's very cool. She ticks all the boxes, Dave.
Are you,
I can see your
you're still playing with the settings, aren't you?
I am playing with the settings, but I don't know where my camera's gone now. So this is weird.
Oh my
So
god.
when I
We
put my
might
camera on,
we may need to bring in a third host who actually knows IT.
I'll shut up, Dave. I know IT. I just don't
Big
know
A
this.
works in IT, people.
But you know what? You know what? My picture is fine in YouTube. I can see
It's
myself. I just can't
I-
see myself in
I'm
the
gonna
app. So
I'm gonna use my phone, and I'm gonna have a look on YouTube what it looks like on my phone, because my crazy desktop still looks like this ridiculous landscape portrait mode, and it's really annoying
and
because
I'm absolutely fine. I'm
it
fine
never
on YouTube as well. So
it never used to do that. It never used to do that.
it's a new setting that they've done. I'm not a big fan of it, StreamYard. So if
Ah,
you're
right.
listening,
Yeah, we're gonna tell them.
you
What's
can stop.
no,
I'm gonna
Christine
kick.
just said. Christine has just said you aren't moving on my screen, Anthony. What's going on?
Mm, I don't know. It's the
You're
wonders of.
not
That's okay.
moving. You're
You
frozen.
can hear me. It's a podcast. It's all about the sound, not the vision.
It is,
I can
and and your voice is absolutely amazing for podcasts. You. I think I've said this to you before. You have a voice for radio.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So,
you do. You've got a really good broadcaster voice.
okay. So now I'm
Yeah.
waiting for the.
I don't give you compliments very often.
Yeah, no, I'm just wait. I'm waiting for the backhanded compliment to come.
Well,
Yeah. You got a
it's
face for radio
for
and a voice
radio,
for
yeah.
radio. That's the next. That's the
But
next line that I'm
yeah,
gonna
you
hear.
could be like that. What's that guy? Sean Woodland. Sean, the guy, the voice of CrossFit. Um,
Yes, yes.
uh, yeah, yeah.
He's
You could do that.
he's a little bit too woke for me.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
he
But that's right. That's why we need someone like you um, to wake the woke up.
to wake the
Um,
woke up.
Commenting on as long as you don't mix things up and get it all wrong and stuff
Get it all
in your
wrong
broad,
and stuff.
like call
Oh,
the wrong name or say that they did the wrong number of reps because you could
oh,
count
right.
double
Yeah. Okay.
you could count double unders and like accidentally skip like 50 double unders and he's finished. Oh no, he's not.
I have a question for you, Dave. Are you a level 1 CrossFit trainer?
Level 1 and level 2.
Oh, is it? Did you do that within the last 5 years?
No comment.
Yeah, so you're not anymore.
Well,
You're no longer a level 1 trainer.
I didn't do my driver's license in the last 5 years either, but I've still got a license.
You shouldn't say
Okay.
that. So,
Well,
yes.
Joe said you're still frozen. What about if you
Okay.
remove? What if you remove that a little
What if I
banner at the back?
remove?
The banner at the
No,
back.
if I
Is that?
remove myself.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
how about I choose a different thing? No, that doesn't work. You know what? I'm going to remove myself and then I'm going to come back on.
Mm, 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 mm.
How about I choose? How do I leave?
We are supposed to have super high speed internet here. We're supposed to have we're supposed to have optical fiber. Um, so it shouldn't be an internet issue. The other thing you could do, Anthony, is try using your hotspot as your source of internet. Where's he gone?
Yeah,
Where
I'm back.
you're back?
Can you see?
Yeah, you're back, and you're actually moving again. Did you use your hotspot? Did you put on your
No,
hotspot?
I just played with some settings because I'm not very IT focused.
Oh, did you drop the resolution down on your settings of your camera?
I did that, and then I did a couple of other things as well. So, you
Okay,
know,
good. And you
but I'm
still
not
got your
very
back.
IT literate, so who
No,
knows
no.
how I made it work.
Yep, yep. Well, you did talk about the level 1 before. Let's put this on.
Yes,
Yay.
I am a level
Congratulations.
1 trainer now, so which
Yeah.
is I can train people
Two,
in a whole bunch of moves that I can't do, which is quite cool.
two, 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago. Is that right? Yep.
Yes,
Passed,
yes,
passed the exam.
yep.
Uh, Tell us a little bit about the weekend. 2 days, Saturday, Sunday.
I think if you've been doing CrossFit for more than 2 or 3 years, you
Hmm.
should go and do a level 1 training.
Yep.
It's so good. Like
Hmm.
the two coaches we had Lily and what was his name? Oh, that's terrible. I don't know. I can't remember his name. Lachlan.
Lachlan. Yeah.
Lachlan.
But
Yes, Lachlan and
wasn't.
Lily.
I wasn't even there, and I did.
So, but Lachlan and Lily were just fantastic.
Yep.
Just just new stuff that was so good, and they moved so well. Like they were
So
so proficient.
what time of the day does it kick off? Tell us like
It starts
how
about
big a day is
8:30, 9 o'clock,
it? Mhm.
and it goes until pretty much 4:35 for 2 days.
Yep.
So it's pretty solid.
Yep.
And I was so tired after the 2 days. You do nine essentially foundational moves, and those foundational moves are you do with a broomstick. So you do deadlifts with a broomstick, you do sumo deadlift high pull, um, front squats, overhead squats. You do it all with a broomstick, and it's amazing how tired you can get from doing that, which was quite incredible. So um, I was incredibly tired. Like it was, and the tension that you're holding in a broomstick is so different to what because you don't feel that weight that you would normally get in a bar. You're
Yep.
really trying to grip it harder, and you're trying to really create that tension, and you know look at all the points of performance in the movement, and it was tiring. And then we did two workouts. Like we did one workout which was essentially Fran, where we were told to absolutely send it. So it was 15 thrusters and 15 burpees, 3 rounds, as fast as you could.
So still the same
Um,
same number of reps and 45 reps, right?
yep,
21, 15,
yep,
9, 15, 15, same. Yeah.
yep. So, and then the next one was, um, oh yeah, it was 21, 15, 9, but then there was it 15 and 12? Like, yeah, it was 15 and 12. And then the next piece,
Well,
the next day,
that means it wouldn't be 45, less reps. What was
no,
it?
it wasn't. It wasn't as
15,
many.
12,
I mean,
15, 12, 9, was it?
yeah, no, it
Right.
was 15. It was all 15.
15, 15, 15. 3 rounds of 15.
Yeah, 15
So,
thrusters, which was just murder.
so it is the
Um,
same number. So it is the same number of reps, 45.
mm, but you're not doing it in that big set and then the other set. And then we had to. So that was really good because there was like probably 20 people at the that were getting their level ones as well, and everybody just sent it as much as they could.
Mm.
So that was pretty exciting. But what I was really excited about was like there was so many young people there. So when you hear about this concept that CrossFit is like not reaching people and
Mm-hmm.
it's dying and all that, I don't think that's the truth. There were 21, 22, 25-year olds wanting to coach this stuff, wanting to
Yeah.
create their own affiliates. So
Wow.
um,
Wow.
so it was really exciting to be around people that were driven to that, and like probably two or three of them probably are good enough to be at Torian or those types of competitions. So some exciting times ahead, I think, for CrossFit as a whole.
So did people introduce themselves and say, "Hey, I'm here because my name's Bill and I
No,
want
we
to
didn't
open
really
box"?
we didn't really get the chance. Like everything
Mm-hmm.
was just so kind of full on.
Mm-hmm.
You had a little bit of an opportunity to speak to people, between small breaks, but that was it. So, but I would recommend the course to anybody because
Anyone, anyone,
it'll just give you a deeper understanding of the methodology and why it works. Like
absolutely.
threshold training, that's where it's
Mm-hmm.
at. So.
Mm-hmm. Intensity. Don't shy away from intensity. Um, Joanne's given us another bit of feedback. Mr. IT Anthony, you're moving, but you are super fuzzy.
I'm super fuzzy.
So
That's
that's
because I don't
that's
know.
that's the extent of Anthony's IT abilities, that he can move, but he'll still he'll still be fuzzy. But I'm happy.
Uh,
I'm happy with that. I'm happy we can see Anthony moving. He's a little bit dark. He's wearing his black t-shirt. Have you got the camp t-shirt?
I don't. I'm sponsored by LSKD. The LSKD today. I've got
See
my
my body.
LSKD. I've got
See
LSKD
my body.
shorts.
Just
I've got LSKD socks. So LSKD,
Anthony. We are
chill out.
promoting. We're talking about our own show here.
I know, but I'm trying to get sponsorship. I want to talk to these guys.
Oh, I
I
see.
want
I
to talk
see.
to these guys. I want to talk to
Okay,
these
so
guys.
okay,
So,
so we would like LSKD, someone like that to come on the show. Maybe that would be a really good interview actually to
I think so. It'd be awesome.
to have like a company like that that's obviously done exceptionally well. Well, they look like they're doing well. Everyone seems to be wearing their clothes, and they sponsor a lot of things, and they've got lots of shops, and they sell them for a lot of money. Um, like, how did they do it? This is the incredible thing about CrossFit. It's in itself, it's a $1 million company, but it's set the landscape for billions of dollars of companies. Like,
Yes, it has.
yeah,
If you think
and
about it, like CrossFit was kind of the pioneer, and then you wouldn't have the Torias, the Fit Stops, any of those
mm,
concepts of functional movement without any of without CrossFit. So it's it's revolutionized, I think, the
mm,
fitness
oh,
industry as a whole.
completely. Although it still has its haters. We might touch on that
That's
at some
okay.
point. We've got a guest. We're going to spill the beans a little bit. We've got a guest in a couple of weeks. You've probably all heard of him. His name is Grant from, otherwise known as Keeping It Real. Keeping It Real. He's just fantastic. I love him.
Yeah, Dave's going to love him because keeping it
He's so
real
good.
is constantly giving shit to High Rocks. So that'll be interesting. I mean, Dave and him are going to be like peas in a pod. So I'll
Well,
try
it's
and
just
be the
I just feel his fingers on the pulse with the original CrossFit generation, I suppose. I don't know how long he's been doing CrossFit, but his videos are pretty cool. His podcasts are pretty cool. He's very creative. He's funny as hell. Um, and we've been in comms with him. He's going to come on the show hopefully in a couple of weeks. Grant, if you are watching, hopefully you'll tune in. Let your 50,000 viewers. I know you're in a race with Hilla to get to 100,000 subscribers. It's 4 time. I put that to them. This is their competition. It's 4 time 100,000 viewers.
full time. Oh, that's a
Yep,
good one. I like that.
yep,
You know
yep.
what? You know what's also interesting
Mm,
is how you sometimes connect with these people, right? Because
mhm,
like
mhm,
Keeping It Real's got a lot of, Grant's got a lot of subscribers.
mm.
So does Hilla. So does a lot. And so if you just
Savan,
message them,
Savan.
it's really hard for them to probably, they're probably
Mm,
getting messages all the time.
yeah,
But if
yeah.
you put in Instagram and you reply to one of their comments and you tag them, it's
Mhm.
almost like instantaneous. You get like a connection. Like they then will
Okay.
say, "Oh, sorry," and like I normally just
Oh,
like go,
as
"Oh,
opposed to
read
a
your messages,
DM,
please." Yeah, read
as
your
opposed
messages,
to
please. And then they go, "Oh, okay, let me go and look at my messages." Like,
yeah,
um,
got you.
so that's what I'm finding is a really good
That's
way
pretty
to
sneaky.
uh,
That's pretty sneaky because they're
connect
probably
with
more
people.
interested in looking at the engagement in their post on their comments. And
Mm,
maybe if you put that comment with the tagging them,
yeah.
they see it earlier.
Well, that was, and I think that's how you reach people that are
Mm.
a little bit more
Yeah.
harder to kind of connect
Oh
with.
well,
But
yeah. I mean, you imagine like your inboxes when you're posting to thousands of people and everyone's passionate and they all want to have their 2 cents. Like imagine your inbox is just going to be like chockers, and you physically can't go through that many messages. But
yeah,
we've been
and
surprised.
it really does work, right? So I felt terrible. I did something really bad. I think I told you
Mm,
about this a couple of months ago, Dave. And there was this woman that came on because my feed is just full of people doing crazy fitness things,
mm,
amongst other things of CrossFit.
mm,
And there was
mm.
this lady that held the world record for the number of burpees, and she put this
Yeah,
post, and they were the
yeah, yeah.
most shocking burpees that you've ever seen. Like she was they were like yours, Dave. They were like half
Oh,
crouched
bull.
down
Just don't
and
even go
and
there. I just
and
saw you do. I just saw you
and
do 60 burpees in the workout, and I was sitting next to Gary. And I
they
said,
were pretty good, man. They were pretty good. Don't you like they're on video
I
and
said,
Joe
I
can
said, I
probably
said to
tell you how
Gary,
good they
I said to Gary, what do you think of Anthony's burpees? Because we'd already finished like 3 minutes earlier. Um, and and Gary just like, Gary, are you watching? Gary, can you put a
come on,
comment up there?
Gary.
You got my
Support me,
support.
Gary.
Um,
So
and he just like shook his head like this.
No, he did not.
Okay.
I don't believe that's a
100%
complete
he
and
did.
utter lie. That is
And
a
I said,
complete and utter lie.
like I was honest. I said, Gary, when I was burping, like, how did I look like
Ah,
Big A over
this is
there?
a
And he said,
stitcher.
no, you're jumping up high, you're opening your hips. I said, yeah, and then yeah,
You're telling me
so
I wasn't opening my hips? Is that what
no,
you're
you weren't.
saying, Dave?
You weren't. You
That's
weren't.
that's
You weren't.
garbage. I was standing up tall. I was
I'll
like
get you some
this.
evidence. I'll get you some
Yeah,
evidence. I'll get you some.
you
No,
do that.
your hands were going up, but your body was, you were still muted. You were still folded forward
All
because
right,
you were
okay.
tired. It was a pretty tough workout. It was a pretty tough
Yeah.
workout.
But what I did is I saw this and I just thought, oh man, I'm just going to tag Hiller and like
Hmm.
put the bat signal and just
Yep.
put the
Yep.
thing. And oh my God. So I went to bed and then the next day I woke up and he'd made a whole video on this person and how terrible she was. And I just went, oh my God, that. I feel really bad now. I feel really, really bad
Oh, geez.
because she felt terrible and she was like, haters and this and this. And it's like, oh man, that's not what I really wanted. But I just wanted you to understand that was a
Well,
terrible burpee.
I suppose if you think about it, these guys are very actively posting and doing videos, and and they need content, I suppose, and that's how they do it. You think, how the heck are they coming up with all of these posts and bits and bobs of information? And they're clearly getting a lot of, you know, the public is sending them these videos of local high rocks comps and things like
Mm,
that. Um, and then
100%. So
and then they're sharing it around, and it's enabling them to. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy that they keep growing and getting more content because they receive
And
them
it
so
was
much.
actually ended up being good for her, and I think she ended up saying that probably about 4 days. She was very annoyed at first, but then like
Yeah.
4 or 5 days later, she was like, "Oh, this is actually great. It's like increased my viewership and increased my number of subscribers, and blah blah blah." And it's like, well, see, it's not that bad, but now you're actually going to do them properly.
Mhm.
So, but she wasn't very happy. But I did
Yeah.
feel bad. I was just like the power that one comment, and he saw it. So he obviously saw it, and then he acted on it. And I was like, that's scary. Anyway, our
Yeah.
guest is here, Dave. We've
All right. Well,
rabbited on for half an hour
we're
really
gonna,
easily. So
okay. Well,
let's
let's
head up.
bring on the guest.
Hello,
Hello.
Kirra.
Hi.
Hi, Kira. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
How was the last class, the 6:15?
Um, Not as good as the 5:15. Not as good as you guys.
Oh wow, that's a good start. Now the
Oh,
first question that I have, you saw my burpees because you were the
oh, yeah.
coach. How good were my burpees compared to Dave's? Like Dave's telling me that I was not opening my hips and I was not, blah blah blah. You can be honest with me, Kira. I can accept it from you. Can't accept it from Dave
Give him the
because Dave,
hard truth.
Dave's
Give
like
him the hard
half
truth.
bending down
Well,
doing some
hey,
kind of shark thing.
the
So
only reason I brought it up, Anthony, is because you threw the first stone, and you tried to insinuate that my burpees were suboptimal.
that's true. That
Um,
is true. So now we're going to hear from the coach as to whose was more suboptimal. So
I'm just gonna say they were both borderline.
oh my God.
you see, I'll take that.
No
I'll
comment.
accept that.
Who is, who is
I'll
this?
take that.
Who is this girl? Who is this girl?
I'll take that.
Oh
That's
my
a
God.
beautiful answer, Kira, and I'll happily. You can tell me what I need to work on so that I can be better.
Hey,
Because
actually, no, we'll spin that. Borderline kind of means that it's okay. We didn't get no reps. Borderline is good. Like it's
I
on
don't
it.
think I think the face says there could be some no reps there. That's what I think the face says.
No, borderline's borderline.
Yeah, it's on the
Borderline's
line.
borderline. You
Take
know what
that
they
to
say in
mean
the
whatever you
judging
want.
course? If it's borderline, it's not a rep. That's essentially the rule that they say when you do a rep. If you're thinking that it's maybe right on the edge, it's a no rep. Like that's what they say. So
Okay, look. Can you see the comments, Kira? By the way,
I
are you able
can,
to see
yeah,
the
I
comments
can
on the
see Joe
screen?
commenting.
So we can pull up
Maybe
the
we
camera
need that
footage.
camera footage.
I think we do because Gary, my
Oh,
partner tonight was very happy with my burpees. He said, "No, you were opening up. You were opening full hip extension. You were good and
so
jumping
why
pretty
were
high."
they borderline, Kira, or are you just trying to be polite to
She's
me? Like,
being
what's the go
facetious.
here?
I was trying to give an answer without actually like
She's being
You,
diplomatic.
going one way or the
you don't
other.
have you don't have to be diplomatic. You can be nasty with me. Like, I'm okay with that
Yeah,
because that's how
she's
I get
I've
better,
done
right?
so many burpees tonight. I'm not even sure I fully remember.
yeah. Well, Kira,
Yes.
you guys did the workout too, didn't you, earlier?
We
You and
did.
it was a partner workout, and it was pretty cool. I really like the creativity of that one because it's unusual that we do partner workouts where it's you work for 30 seconds and then your partner
Mm,
works for 30 seconds, and that's how we did it. It's often like, okay, partner one does 15 reps and partner two does 15 reps, and that can be quite unbalanced if your partner capacity is a little bit different. Whereas when it's 30 seconds of work, the other partner rests, you're both hitting that relative intensity. Um,
mm.
just it's integrated into the scheme of the workout design. So good job.
Yeah, I like it. I feel like a lot of the times partner workouts aren't the best for improving your fitness. They're great for fun, but they're
Mhm.
not the best for fitness. So I feel like changing it to be 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off kind of fixes that issue a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and you guys beat us by 4 seconds. I
I
saw
think it was 7 seconds.
what
Wasn't it? What was the
borderline.
time?
Another
Oh man,
borderline.
I like you,
We were
Kira. I like you.
14:42. 14:42.
Yeah, we were 35.
Oh, sugar free. All right. I
And
think on.
she knew, Dave. That means she was looking at it. You are
I was
finished,
paying
Uh,
attention.
I did not look at the whiteboard before we started the workout, I must say. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Maybe you should
on
have.
that note, let's now that Kira's joined us, let's play Kira's promo video again because it's so cool. You ready, Kira? We're going to play your
Oh,
promo
I don't
video.
know.
Ready.
How did you
Boom.
do 3 snatches at 85 kilos, touch and go? That's ridiculous.
I don't even know. Looking back on it, I
Tell
don't
us
know if
about.
it's real.
Can you remember? Can you remember those? Can you remember those images that we just showed? That clean and jerk complex, and then the snatch three touch and go snatch.
The clean and jerks, yes, because it was only a few months ago.
Oh, okay.
The
Yep.
snatches was October last year, so it's a little bit hazy.
hmm And what was the setting of those events there? What was the clean and jerk? Was that looked like your home gym? Um,
Yeah, that was just like a local comp that I did out in Ipswich.
mhm.
Um, I guess that was like I like the atmosphere of a local comp because there's so many people that you know surrounding you, and I
Mhm.
feel like having them cheer you on is like extra special.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah, that was really great. The snatches were at Down Under Championships last year.
Oh, okay. So that's
Oh, cool.
that's the Wollongong, right? That's the
Yeah,
the duck last year. All right. And what division was that? Was that it was
that was
the
elite pairs.
that was elite pairs division, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Would that be the most prestigious comp that you've done, the down
yeah,
under
yeah,
last year? So duck down under 2024. Okay.
yeah.
And so nothing really to match that this year in 2025.
No. My training's kind of taken the back seat this year, unfortunately, but
Okay. We
it's
we wouldn't
okay. I
tell.
kinda chose that.
We couldn't tell that from from the workouts that we've seen you do with us. But yeah, tell us. I put it on there: influencer, CrossFit coach, CrossFit athlete, and medical student. What are you most proud of? Like we can be proud of our achievements, and they're 4 amazing achievements. What are you most proud of in that list of 4 things?
Thank you. Definitely medical student.
Okay.
It's something that I've wanted to do since I was maybe like 11 or 12 years old.
Really?
I always wanted to be a surgeon.
Okay.
I thought I wanted to be a vet, and then I realized I couldn't see animals in pain. It made me too sad. So I thought I'd go to humans.
You can see humans in pain. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not little sort of
No,
puppy dog.
not the
Yeah,
little,
yeah,
like, dogs and cats, like,
yeah.
they can't express that they're in pain, or they can't, like, communicate, and it makes it so much sadder.
Mm.
I don't
I
know.
think we've got a member of the gym who's a vet, and a lot of the times they have these conditions and they can do something about it, but the owners just say, well, look, I can't afford $5,000 or $10,000 for
Yeah,
that, and there's no sort of like vet Medicare, so it's just the green juice, that is what you're doing a lot of the time. Um,
mm,
so that would be really sad as well. And so there's a
yeah,
lot. So I think she's got about 5 cats or something like that because the owners just say I can't do it. So she'll just go and quickly fix them up herself
that
and
would
sort it
probably
out.
end up
But
being me.
then they become their pets. Right. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So
So what kind of surgeon, Kirra? What are you
yeah.
aiming to be?
I've always wanted to either be a neurosurgeon or a cardiothoracic surgeon.
Wow.
Um,
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
the
Okay.
more I
Well,
learn, the less
you're in the
sure I
right
am.
place.
Yeah.
You're in the right place, Kirra.
Where are you working at now? What CrossFit?
CrossFit
What block?
Neuro.
Oh wow. Yep. All right. I didn't know that. This is the first I'm hearing about that, but that's cool. That's.
So
Have you
did
got
you
a? Have you?
choose did you choose CrossFit Neuro? Did you kind of like go, oh, maybe that's got what I'm trying to do? Like how did you
Well, it
find
actually just kind of all fell into place perfectly. We just moved into the area,
Mhm,
my partner and I, and we were just going for a drive around the streets to just look around, get a feel for it. Um, and we just happened to drive past CrossFit Neuro, and I'd heard of it previously, um, but we just thought we would duck in, see if either of the owners were there, and just, I don't know, just have a chat, see what it was about. Um, neither of you guys were there, but we spoke to a couple of the coaches, and yeah, I ended up talking to Joe, and yeah, sussed out some coaching hours, and I heard more about you, Dave, and what you were doing there, and
mhm.
it just seemed like such a perfect fit, but like it just kind of happened so naturally, and yeah, just like so
yeah,
unexpectedly. It was
that's
really
that's
cool.
that's the best when it does happen like that. It seems like
Yeah.
the universe is doing what it needs to
Yeah.
do for you.
Yeah, because we
Uh,
also weren't like we were looking at so many different areas to move to. We had a really broad range of places that we were applying to, so it just worked out so perfectly that we ended up in this area too.
mm. So you got a
Yeah.
placement. You're you're in your second year of med school. So 2025 was the completion of your second year or completion of your first year?
Completion of first year. I just got
Okay.
actually confirmation today that I passed and I'm moving to second year. So
Yay! Well,
yeah.
Awesome.
fantastic.
Awesome.
You probably got straight sevens, not nothing like nothing like this borderline stuff. But yeah, so congratulations, second year medical student as of today.
Yeah.
Amazing. Have you got do you come from a medical background, like family in the medical field or brothers or
No,
sisters? Or,
no one in my family is anything medical actually. My
Mhm,
um on my dad's side, I think my grandpa was an engineer, and
mhm,
I think my uncle's actually just started his PhD,
mhm,
looking at, I think, the link between Epstein-Barr virus and multiple sclerosis. So
mhm.
that's kind of medical-ish. And
Yeah.
then my dad works in ag science. So
Okay. So
Yeah.
still science-based background in the family. You would have been growing up talking about scientific principles at the dinner table and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So that got you interested in stuff. And what did you do before your med school? What was your undergraduate
So
degree?
I did a Bachelor of Science, majoring in biomedical science.
Hmm.
I did that 3-year degree. I had a year off. I tried to get into medicine and got rejected. And then I went back and I did my honours year in developmental biology.
Hmm.
And then I tried again and got rejected again. And then so I had another 2 years off, I think, before I finally got
Hmm.
accepted.
Okay, so you got accepted on your third go. So you must have done the GAMSAT. Is it called the GAMSAT?
It
You did the
is.
GAMSAT like two or 3 years ago while you were still finishing your biomedical science degree.
Yeah, so I did it. I sat GAMSAT 3 times as well.
Hmm.
So I did it
Oh wow.
the last year of my degree, and then I did it in I think I think I did it in 2020, 2021, and then 2023.
Yep, yep.
So
It's a,
I've got a bit of PTSD from that exam.
So you
it's
really wanted it. You just kept going. Like what was the inspiration to keep going? Like what many people would have gone, well, I tried first time, I tried second time. Like,
Yeah.
you've stuck with it. Why did you do that?
Um, well, I'm a very stubborn person. Once I set my mind to things, I don't really give up very easily, but I think I obviously did have a lot of those moments of like, is this worth trying again? Should I try and find something else that I can do? But really, there's nothing that I am, I guess, as passionate about that I could see myself doing for the rest of my life
Mhm.
as a career in medicine, because I feel like even though I'm interested in surgery, there are so many different avenues that you can go
Mm,
down. And it ticked a lot of my boxes. Like, I really like helping people. I really like the problem solving aspect, and I like working in a team and having the opportunity to lead that team. And I know there's a lot of other careers that kind of also tick those boxes, but I can't quite pinpoint what it is about medicine that I find it so interesting to learn about the
Mm,
body and, yeah, how to fix people.
mm. And
awesome.
the technology is pretty cool. Neurosurgery is kind of at the pointy end of the spear in terms of technological advances.
Mm.
Um, and CrossFit probably gives you a good base for, just perseverance, right?
Yeah,
It's like
definitely.
we know what it's like to do hard things every day. It's just like, oh, it's the workout. It's the workout of the
Yeah,
day, and
yeah,
it's bloody hard. And so I say to my kids as well, like, if you can do these hard things every day, when you've got a tough assignment or there's an exam coming up, it's like, okay, um, I'll be able to handle that. It's sort of it so parallels life challenges, doesn't it?
yeah, definitely. There's so many big lessons that I've learnt in the gym from CrossFit and weightlifting that I can
Yeah,
apply to other aspects of my life.
yep, yep. And as you
Awesome.
learn more about the human body, you'll probably become a better CrossFitter. So they'll,
Yeah.
they'll bounce off each other as you start to learn, when you do your anatomy and you do your physiology, and your biochemistry. That's gonna be so exciting for you because you'll probably be sitting in the lecture theatre, learning about biochemical pathways and thinking, okay, how can I maximize my ATP so that I can do Fran quicker or something.
So how
Yeah.
did you get into CrossFit, Kira? Like, how did that all begin? What was the process there?
So my boyfriend's mum, actually pretty much his whole family was doing CrossFit already. But it was like his mum that convinced me to come and do a class with her. I grew up doing a bunch of different sports and always liked not really committing to one thing. I liked doing a bunch of different things at the same time. But I found myself kind of, I don't know, over all of the sports that I was doing. I was a fairly high level hurdler. So
wow.
I was trying to, I guess, commit to that one thing. And
You're pretty tall, aren't you? So, like, how tall are you?
175 centimeters, I think. So like
Okay.
nearly
Mhm.
5'9".
She's taller than you, Dave.
She's not taller than me. She's not taller than me. Anthony's a tall man. Yes, I agree, but I'm 178 centimeters. You can measure me. But
Yeah.
yeah, but hurdling's, it's a tall person's sport, isn't it? You've got to be certainly got to be advantageous.
Yeah, and I think, yeah, I was probably built quite good for hurdling, like long
Mm,
legs,
mm,
quite
mm.
mobile, and then I left it for a sport that favors short people.
But like 178's not too tall though, so it's almost perfect. So it's like
Yeah,
perfect medium. I'd like to know how tall's Tia Claire? Like
she's, I
She's
think,
short.
5'3". Yeah, she's quite
she
short.
she's a lot shorter. Okay, right.
Yeah, she's a lot shorter, Dave. That doesn't suit your
But
analysis.
imagine if she was 175, like should be even better.
How?
I
Where
don't
do you
know,
get
she's
that
got
from?
further to move.
Because it's like you don't want to be like Fikowski and those super tall people, but you at the same time, because the shorter you go, there's some disadvantages too. There's going to be some workouts that are the machines for one. Look at little Colton Mertens. He sometimes just gets completely he just falls out of the race because of
Mm.
some
Yeah, when the
power
machines are
work.
there. Yeah,
Hmm. So maybe
yeah.
175 is perfect. Who knows? Um, that's the ideal weight for the female CrossFitter.
So is
Height.
there a drive to keep competing in CrossFit, or are you letting that take a bit of um a, a back just stays in the background as opposed to being the
Mm.
main focus?
Yeah, I think I'll always be a competitive person. So it's always going to be, I guess, a goal that I have, but probably not an immediate future goal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll always be interested in doing comps and being as competitive as I can be, but I think at this point in time, I'm happy to prioritize my study
yeah,
and just spend whatever time I can training, which isn't really enough to be super competitive.
yeah. So
So
how
20.
much training are you doing like right now? Like in terms of, are you just training like doing the WOD once a day? Is that like the process for training, or is there more to it?
Maybe slightly more to it. I'll probably do a WOD and maybe some extra lifting and maybe one extra piece. I've also been trying fitness, like actual just like grunt work fitness has always been my weakest like part. So I've been trying to run more to try and just build my like aerobic capacity. So I'll go on 2 runs a week as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, compared to what I was doing before I started med, it's less than half of what I was doing, I'd say.
Oh,
So
okay.
that was like in Wollongong. So you were doing like, so how many hours a day were you, I guess, training when you went to the Down Under?
3 or 4
Right. And
a
you probably
day?
just don't have
Yeah.
the time now to do that, right?
No.
No.
Yeah, during like yeah, it changes depending on obviously how much uni I have, but yeah, sometimes it is just a class and that's all I have time for in my day, but yeah, I try and do a little bit extra when I can.
Did you
Yeah.
know that you were going to have to drop back or before you got into medicine? Did you anticipate like I'm just not going to be able to train that much, or did you start medicine and then go, holy crap, this is crazy. I need to be sitting at my study books all day and night, and I didn't realize. Did you? What was your impression?
I think I had an idea just from how like studying for GAMSAT like made my training feel.
Okay.
I noticed studying for that. I don't even know if it's really like it's not necessarily the physical or the time that I notice, it's just the mental load of thinking of all the things and studying and being tired from study and then trying to back that up in the gym, I don't know, I just didn't really have the drive to really push myself hard in a workout when I
Yes.
was just so mentally fatigued. So I
Right.
knew that I would probably have to pull back on the training just
Mm-hmm.
because I also was like, when I started, I didn't know how much time I had to put into my study to pass. Like, I just didn't,
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea what
Mm.
kind of level it was going to be at. So I pulled back completely at the start of the year and just focused on study. And then as the year went on, I started adding back in a bit more training as I went.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't? Did you work as hard in first year as you did when you were trying to study for your GAM set? Bit like before you know, I would thought studying for your GAM set is like it's an all or none thing. You've got to pass to get to the next step. Whereas once you're in med school, you got accepted. You just got to pass. You can probably wind back a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense in theory, but I think maybe it's that competitive part of me, or I guess it's also just a bit like I feel like I need to know everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel
Mm-hmm.
like I can relax because I don't like
Oh,
not
oh,
knowing
oh.
everything.
Has anyone said that you've got like a certain type A personality, or that sort of bit OCD with things where you like, no, I need to know everything about this subtopic,
Yeah, that's
and
definitely me.
that makes
You
it
seem
difficult.
type A. You seem type A, but you're a very relaxed type A. You
I
seem
am,
like
yeah.
so. It doesn't seem like you see a type A person. It's like it's got to be this way, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Whereas you seem like very relaxed and
Yeah,
calm,
I
and you know
can
what you want.
yeah, I can definitely be a bit more like, I don't know. I think
Intense.
it's yeah, depends on the
Mm,
situation though.
yeah. You
Right.
may
Almost
you may you may need a med school mentor, Kirra, because it's hard to you can't know everything. One of the things that I learned when I went through med school was the bold print principle, right? The bold print, because you've got a chapter and it's like 100 pages, and you just got to make sure you understand the bold print. And if you can sort of go, okay, there's bold print, I get that, I know what they're talking about. Skip the next 50 words or paragraphs, and then get to the next bold print. And otherwise, it's just very hard. And med school's not wanting you to necessarily know everything. It wants to know that if you have a problem, you know how to find out that problem. Um,
mm,
so yeah, but otherwise, and I have taught a lot of med students, they sort of get bogged down in the minutiae, and that can sometimes be it can sometimes be counterproductive, because the really important stuff they go, like give me three things that cause pancreatitis, and they say scorpion bites. You know,
yeah.
like, hang on, what about gallstones? What about
Yeah,
drinking too much beer? They forget that, and they come up with
yeah.
these rare things because, oh, I'm OCD and I want to learn all 15 things, and then you ask them that question,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
weird. I feel like I've learnt that for some reason it's like when we're being taught it, they focus on those sorts of very rare
mm,
things as well.
mm,
And
mm, mm,
so
mm,
I guess when you're learning, you don't know what's important and what you'll see less often. Like you don't know how to distinguish. So it is very easy to get bogged down in
yeah,
remembering
yeah,
those tiny little things that like you'll probably never see.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And just spend heaps of time on the wards, learning from patients, learning from doctors. That's the cool fun. That was the most fun about learning medicine, was being on the wards and just talking to patients, because you can learn heaps from just talking to patients. You know,
Mm.
and they're always so happy to tell you their story, the patients in the wards. So,
Yeah, I'm
cool.
excited.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well, that's wonderful. I'm excited to have you part of the Neuro family. It's going to be awesome, and you're going to help Anthony and I get better at CrossFit.
Get
For
better at
sure.
get better at burpees for you,
I don't
Dave.
know, it might be hard. A tough
Kira's
job
just
ahead of me.
Kira's just shaking her head. Nah, no chance there. We've talked about the CrossFit. We've talked about medicine. So what about the influencer part there? Tell us a little bit about that. Like, you know, do you
Yeah,
hate
because
that word?
we're old,
You hate,
Kirra, and we're trying to work out how do we grow our subscriber base? How do we get more people? Like, because we're getting awesome guests, we're getting people like you on the podcast, and we want more people to kind of connect with. So, how do we do it, Kirra? Because you've got so many subscribers, it's not funny, or followers, or whatever they are. So tell us.
Yeah.
what, did you mean to do that? Like, is it something that you set out to do? What happened?
Kind of, yeah. I always have enjoyed creating content.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely have a creative side to me, and I've always just, I don't know, I started a YouTube channel when I was 15, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I thought it was fun to think of videos and edit them, and I don't know, there was a
What
lot
was
of
the
fun.
YouTube? What was it about? What was the YouTube channel?
Oh, I think
Was
it
it
was probably like makeup tutorials and hair
okay?
tutorials and
Okay,
like
okay. So
hauls and
fashion type stuff,
yeah,
and righto.
yeah, yeah. And then I think I gave up on that because there were some boys that were really mean to me about it. And as a
Oh, right.
15-year-old, I was very sensitive, so I
Sure,
cared a lot
sure.
what people thought, so I gave
So,
up on
so,
the YouTube.
so that YouTube channel is closed down now, is it? It's been
Well, I
shut
still
down.
have a YouTube channel, but I just kind of
Mm.
vlog my life, and I've
Okay,
learned
it's
not
like a
to care what
diary.
people think so much. So
It's more like a diary that YouTube keeps
yeah,
for you
yeah,
on the
yeah,
cloud on the YouTube cloud.
yeah. But
Yeah,
then I guess
cool.
the Instagram, I don't really know. I think I just started sharing my weightlifting journey
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
just me
Are you
getting
okay for Are you
stronger and
okay for me? Are you happy for me to scroll down
yeah,
a few
yeah, I
things?
don't mind.
It's a great YouTube.
Um,
It's a great Instagram page. And Kira, we should just say about your name. Is that your surname?
it
How
is,
do you say
yeah.
your surname? Sherhez,
It's
is it? Or
Surest, yeah,
Sir
close.
Shurez,
Yeah,
which is Hungarian?
yeah.
Hungarian?
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's where you get your power from. You that's where Laura Horvath's from.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you like Laura Horvath? Is she one of your faves? Or?
I don't know if I really have a fave, but I don't mind her. Yeah, I follow her.
Yep. Cool, cool. Um, and um, and so this is your a lot of your little memorable moments in your life. Is there any cool video that we can click that you'd like us to show?
Um, I don't know. My content's been lacking lately.
You're too busy coaching,
Yeah, I've been so
training.
busy
Right. So you got to tell us, like, how
moving
did you grow
house.
this? How did you grow
Yeah.
this
Yes, so
channel?
um, I think I was just consistent. Like I posted once or twice every day, and I think the main thing that helps is posting about the same thing all the time, which I sometimes struggle with because it feels really repetitive for me to
Hmm.
be kind of repeating myself constantly. But for some reason, that's, I guess, the more you get your message out, the more people are going to follow you and they want to know that they can, I guess, see like reliable content from who they're following. So they followed you for a reason. You need to keep posting like that
Okay.
same
Mm.
style of content.
Yep.
Yeah, so it just worked kind of perfectly that I was just starting CrossFit and weightlifting, and I was working on new skills and getting stronger, and I kind of just posted that journey and things that I'd learnt along the way, and yeah, so that's where my following came from.
So how many followers do you have, Kirra?
I think 33,000
Oh,
at the moment.
that's phenomenal. And have you got any famous followers? Have you got people that are following that you're like, oh my god, he's like, that's pretty cool. Is Tia
Um,
following you, or is she scared of you?
no. Do you guys know Meme for Time? I think his name's Roderick
That's
Lopez. He posts really
yeah,
funny
yeah,
couple videos.
yeah.
I think,
He,
well,
he,
he used to follow me. Hopefully he hasn't unfollowed me, but I think he follows me.
Oh, okay.
But no one crazy big.
Yeah.
I mean, 33,000 followers. That's pretty. Does that give you an income of any type? Like,
A little bit, not enough to live off. I think that's one of the reasons I wanted to try and build a following, because I like sharing my journey, and I've always liked helping people and inspiring people and everything, but I always knew that I wanted to go into medicine, and I thought if I can share my journey and make enough money off of it to like support me through med school, then that's a win-win, really.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
for
one of my
sure.
main motivators to try and build a following. But I get a paid post every now and then, but most of it is commission based on like selling activewear, for example.
All right, so
Okay.
you've got a few sponsors, have you, Kirra?
Yeah, I work with a few different brands. I think a couple clothes brands, a
Well, let's
shoe
call them out.
brand.
Let's call them out. Let's get people who are going to watch
Oh,
to have a look at them and use your.
well,
Is it referral link or?
Yeah, it's a link or a code they can use. My code's always just Kirra10 or Kirra. I've got
oh wow.
Muscle Nation, which I'm wearing now.
Muscle
Must know.
Nation. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
cool.
Kirra 10. Yep.
Muscle Republic, similar but a different brand.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then I don't know if you've seen the Lu Xiaojian lifters.
Oh
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yep. I
Yeah,
love them. They look awesome.
yeah,
I just,
they're great lifting shoes.
So if we type in Kirra 10, we get a
10%.
10% discount. Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, Christmas time. It's like a Cyber Monday or whatever it is. Every week there's a new little word that's sort of luring us into spending our money.
Yeah.
That's cool. So now it's Kirra 10%. Excellent.
Yes. And then I've
All
got grips, my favorite
okay.
grip.
Who's your grip sponsor? Because we've got a grip sponsor. Maybe
We
they could
better,
connect.
yeah. We better. I'm just going to throw that up, Kirra.
Who's your grip sponsor, Kirra?
That's not the one.
Who's your grip sponsor?
This is our sponsor, Kirra. Redback.
Oh, yes. I've heard they're good,
Redback.
but
They're
not as
awesome.
good as reps and sets.
Your reps and sets. Your reps and sets. I have a pair of reps and sets.
Do
But I find
you?
Anthony, you're not allowed to say that.
No, but I'm still getting. I'm waiting for you to buy me the redback ones, Dave. That's what you said you were going to do. So,
He thinks I'm going to buy him something for Christmas.
yeah, I'm hanging out there. It's not going to happen. But
anyway, we like Redbacks and they sponsor us.
Yes, and the reps and sets are pretty good. But I did find that they get like if you're not wearing the wrist guards, like the sweat is just not really good on those at all. Like they are so slippery once the sweat gets on them.
Yeah, I found the same. I tried out frog grips and I could not wear them because they're quite like narrow on your palm. And even with the sweatbands, because I always wear my grips with sweatbands, even with the sweatbands, the frogs were so slippery because my sweat just found a way onto them. But yeah, I always wear my sweatbands and I don't have any problems with reps and sets.
Okay, cool.
But I'm also like the guy who kind of got me into weightlifting and was my first weightlifting coach. He started reps and sets.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because it is an Ipswich brand, isn't it? Like it's from those guys are out in Ipswich. Yeah, I've seen when I bought them. Like you get all the other little things like the pull-up program and all those little things that come with it. So yeah, but Jet was using them as well. Jet was using reps and sets as well. So I'm not sure if he's still using them. I don't know if I'm not sure. So if Jet's watching, he can tell us if he's still using them.
Sometimes it comes down to the cost as well. Like the cool thing about Redbacks is I think they're the best value grips on the market. $70.
Yes,
okay.
$70. As long as you use our secret code.
Our secret
I was
code.
going to say,
Yes.
if you use Kirra 10, I think reps and sets is pretty good.
Yeah.
So
How much are reps and sets?
I actually don't know. I think they're 100.
Yeah.
well, she gets them for free, Dave, so it's probably not an issue. Right.
Well,
So
Anthony's going to have to buy his own, so he'll have to plug in his own camp code, camp 10.
my own camp code, yes.
I think it's
So
100, like
Yeah.
98.
Yeah. So $70 is pretty good for redback.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
you know.
well, we can kind of let you have a use of the redback and see how you feel about
Try
them. So
try them out.
so
Um,
not that we
the
want to
other
upset your other sponsor, but
the other
But
thing we do.
you've got Muscle Nation and Muscle Thing, so that they're kind of in competition with each other. So maybe you need to have two sets of different grips for different
Maybe it'll
circumstances.
increase the sales.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what else are you?
Is it only girls wear muscle nate? Is it only girls wear, or is it some guys as well?
No,
Or?
they do guys as well, and they do supplements as well.
Okay. And what do you think about supplements? Are you a supplement person, or is it just eat lots of good food?
Yeah, I have like protein powder in the cupboard and creatine, and I'll use like an electrolyte mix every now and then
Yep.
when I feel dehydrated. But honestly, I don't really use the protein all that much. It's only maybe if I'm having like a smoothie or something for lunch, I'll add it in. But I find myself going towards just food
Yeah.
for
Real
everything
food.
I need.
Yeah.
And what does your diet look like, Kirra? Is it a low carb, high carb? What kind of diet do
Um,
you?
I try to be very balanced in my diet. I have a little bit of a history with like disordered eating. So I find that I can't place any restrictions on my food, otherwise it can kind of go too far very easily. So but I've gotten very good like at eating what I want, but I tend to want like I guess healthier foods, whole foods. So it's always like some meat, and then I'll have some form of carb like pasta, rice, bread, and then veggies for lunch and dinner, and then breakfast is usually like eggs on toast.
Yeah. That's
So you're pretty you sort of have you're familiar with Greg Glassman's Fitness in 100 Words. That's kind of what you're following. Not really a lot of sugar and processed foods, and he says little starch. Of course, bread and pasta is starch, but
I love bread and pasta.
there's a couple of sports dietitians out there. I can't remember her name, but
that's
said
the
a couple
name.
of things.
Sports dietitian. That's her name.
And like I think the last video I saw of her, she was walking through Aldi and saying how cheap it was to fuel athletes, and she was like just basically getting lollies and Pop Tarts and saying, look at this, I can go. And she went to the counter, I think, and it was like $17. Look at all this amazing energy. I don't think that's a
She
good.
got Fruit Loops, Dave. She got Fruit Loops, and she said this is a great pre-workout snack, and I just went, it's Fruit Loops, and they're not even Fruit Loops, they're Aldi.
I don't think that's a great message, even if she's sort of prefacing it by saying, "Oh, but you guys are training 6 hours a day and you're okay." It doesn't mean that you're not still causing damage to your cellular biology, even though you might be podium, right?
I'd really like to get her on, Dave. I'd really like to have a discussion with her.
Yeah, let's get her on.
But we have to be nice to her first, so we can't like tell her that.
I think we could have her on the show for at least 1.5 minutes before she logged herself off. But yeah, if we can reach out to her, maybe Kirra, do you know her personally? Does she follow you or?
I think so. Yeah.
No, there we go.
I think
See, we could get her. We could get her, Dave. We just got to be polite.
Do you know her personally or?
No, I think I've met her maybe once or twice, but
okay.
Yeah.
One of the other guests we've had on the show is Christine Cronau, and I think you were her coach. You were her coach. You were
I
her
was.
coach back in the day. She actually put a little comment up on you. Yeah, let's do it, Christine. She was super excited because she sent me a message today. She said, "Oh, I saw your promo and you're having Kirra on the show." Oh, look, she's just put another message. Hey, Kirra.
Hi, Christine.
So she was pretty excited, and obviously, Christine's background. She's a good friend of mine. She's written 5 books. Here's one of them. Here's one of them. And Christine used to work with me in my, in our office as well when we were in the city at Brisbane Private Hospital. Yeah, but Christine's full of knowledge in regards to nutrition. So yeah, she's watching. Cool.
That
Have
is
you read?
yes.
Have you read any of Christine's books, Kira?
I have not, no.
Okay. When you come back to work in the next couple of days or whenever you come back, just come and take it. Just take it. I know you've got. Oh, you're on holidays now.
I am.
You're on holidays. Just take it
I've got
and
time.
read it. It's not a very huge book. It's not a huge book. And also, I think one of the testimonies is from me. I've written a little testimony. Christine, can you send a couple of your other books through, and so we can let Kira read them? But this is probably Christine's most famous one, Bring Back the Fat. I think it's sold, 500,000 copies or something. But yeah, it's just sitting on my desk here. Grab it when you're back next in the office. You will love reading it. You absolutely love reading it.
Awesome, I will.
Yeah. Kira, if you could magically be on top of the podium at the CrossFit Games, or magically get your college fellowship as a neurosurgeon or cardiothoracic surgeon, and it was like a wish, but you could only have one of them, and you couldn't ever have the other one back. What would you choose?
If I can stand on top of the games podium, can I still keep studying medicine and eventually get there,
No.
or I
No,
can never get there?
you're gonna be a CrossFit Games champion, and that's going to be the rest of your career, and you're going to have a very, very good career.
Yeah, you're going to win.
You,
You're going to get 10. You're going to Challenge Tia for the the best
no,
CrossFitter in the world.
you're set. You're a $1 million athlete, right? And or you could be like just a nobody neurosurgeon or cardiothoracic surgeon. Just turn up to work every day, but you don't. It just happens. You're graduated. You've got your fellowship, and no one's going to know you. You're just going to save lives, or help people every day. What are you going to pick?
That's a really hard decision. My immediate, I guess, thing that pops into my head is the neurosurgeon.
Wow,
but
cool.
It's definitely. I mean, yeah, as I said, I'm a competitive person, so to be one of the best in the world would be amazing, but I think it wouldn't be as fulfilling as being able to be a surgeon or any sort of doctor, really. I think I would choose that.
And Kirra, you know what we're going to do now? We're going to turn this question back on Dave. What are you choosing, Dave?
Hey! I'm the host. I'm not the.
No. Come on, Dave. What are you choosing?
I don't answer because I ask the questions.
No. Come on. I want to hear. Because I know how much you love CrossFit, and you tell me that work gets in the way of CrossFit. So I'm interested to hear the answer to this.
It's biased with me because I know what it's like to do the job, whereas Kira does, and I don't know what it's like to be a CrossFit champion. I know what it's like to do well in CrossFit, and I've achieved some of my CrossFit goals. I've still got goals that I want to achieve. So, God, yeah, I'd probably still side. Do you know how people, a lot of athletes say that their sport doesn't define them? Have you had top athletes say that? I've heard Rich
Yeah.
Froning. I've heard Rich Froning say it a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Dave's gone. He doesn't want to
I'll
answer
never
that
know
question,
what he was
Kirra.
going to say.
Oh, where'd he go? Where'd you go, Dave? So anyway, so I would have thought Dave would have chosen CrossFit, but because sometimes
Really?
because sometimes like he's always like, oh, life gets in the other things get in the way of my CrossFit training because,
Yeah.
Dave has done incredibly well in CrossFit considering he started quite late. He's gotten to
Mhm.
the semi-finals and all that sort of thing for the age group, so which is pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
And I know he's got aspirations to, one day maybe be at the games. We keep joking that we'll get there when we're in our 60s or whatever because we'll be the only ones left still doing CrossFit. But I was wondering what he was going to choose, which means that see now I'll be able to say to him, see, you really do love being a neurosurgeon. You really do love being able to like help people. So, because I think
Yeah.
Dave sometimes forgets like what he and Joe do for people, like how they
The impact
change
that they
people's
have.
lives and the
Yeah.
impact they have. Like when I started, the year before I started, I literally couldn't walk for 3 or 4 months.
Wow.
So
So is
and
that
now I
what
can.
made you start at Neuro?
We heard my wife heard Dave on a podcast and
Oh,
heard about him doing functional movement and it's the key to removing back pain and all that sort of thing. And my wife, and then I worked really hard to get a consult with him, and yeah, like the next minute, like we were doing. I was in the CrossFit gym, but it started off. I went through all their NeuroHab, NeuroMove, all of those things, never realizing that I was going to do CrossFit. But yeah, that's what actually ended up happening.
wow.
So it's tremendous. Like without
Yeah.
people like Dave and Joe and probably you, Kirra, like people, you can't put a price on that. Like I was at a stage where I just couldn't. I was so despondent about what life had for me because I couldn't throw a ball with my kids. I
Mm,
couldn't do anything. I just like basically lied in bed most of the time and watch Netflix, and it's just there
yeah.
was nothing that I was doing it. Whereas this is just incredible,
Yeah.
and
So
and
how long
now
ago did you start?
so I've been doing CrossFit now I think for 5 years. So
Okay, nice.
Um, and literally everything started from very, very basic movements. Like burpees were against a wall, push-ups were against a wall. Um, oh, Dave's back. What'd you do,
Sorry, Dave.
Dave?
I don't know. The IT
Just
failed.
didn't want to answer the question, hey?
That was my way of getting out
You
of answering that
panicked.
question. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, okay. So,
But
well,
then
I was saying very good things about you, Dave. I wasn't giving you shit at all while I was off. I
uh,
don't. You'll
you
be
it
able
was
to.
you had a whole 5 minutes of talking about my burpees.
No, I did not. What did I say, Kira? What did
God.
I say? Did I
Yeah,
say
you
good
might not
things or
believe
bad
it. He was
things?
actually being really nice.
Oh,
See?
really? Oh, that's surprising.
Yeah, I
But
was saying that. I was
no, keep
saying
going,
how.
keep going. No, you can keep going.
Yeah, I was talking about how like the fact that I'm surprised. I know that you wanted to choose CrossFit, but you would have chosen neurosurgeon because you do know the impact that you have on
Mm.
people's lives.
Well,
And
yeah, I was talking about rich training, wasn't I? And y- it does define you. What you do in your life or your job, it's a huge part of your life, right? And I do see myself as as that medical professional. Um, Rich Froning, I don't know why he doesn't say CrossFit doesn't define. No one would have even heard of him if it wasn't for CrossFit. It doesn't mean you can't be a good dad. It doesn't mean you can't be a a good member of your community and help out in any way you can. But you, what you do in your life still does define you. And so for that reason, I'd like to be defined not by being a CrossFit champion, but I'd like to be defined by that legacy of helping many people throughout your career. So, yeah, I would still, even though I know how it's you're in for an amazing journey. Um, but it is a career that's pretty challenging, but you're going to be defined by that, which is pretty cool. So
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah, I'd choose the same. I'd choose the same.
Nice. Yep. Now I'll be able to say every time you complain about your work, Dave, I'll be able to go,
And this is the other thing, Kirra. It's a privilege. Okay, a lot of people don't have that privilege to help people the way that we can as medical
Yeah.
professionals. Like, people trust you with their life. People trust you with their life. That is a huge privilege to have,
Yeah.
and you can't take that lightly. Okay, you can't take that lightly, and it's just that a lot of people are not in that situation in their life where they have that amazing privilege that people trust you with their life. So yeah, it's hard to explain what that's like when people do that.
so long-term listener and fan, hey, what are you doing,
Oh,
Dave?
sorry. What's that?
Has
Oh,
Dave mentioned he was in the 40 most influential men in Queensland Imperial Mail today? Oh, what is that,
Pretty
Dave?
cool.
no, I haven't mentioned that. Thank you, Joanne. But
Awesome.
check check this out though. Check this out. This came out in the career. I got a text message this morning. From a distant friend, and said, "Hey, Dave, you're in the paper." I said, "Oh God, what have I done now? Who have I upset? Who have I?" But you scroll down here, different people. What do they say?
What photo did you use, Dave? I haven't
Um,
seen this photo yet.
they are the survivors, the innovators, and the community champions. From overcoming cancer and addiction to building business empires and saving lives, these 40 men are transforming their communities. And then we just scroll down. I
That's
was
not
scrolling
you.
down.
That's not you.
Oh, Jesus.
What
Okay.
the heck? Where are you, Dave?
Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down.
Did you just make the top 40? Is that what
I
happened?
don't know. They must have been going, what? We might. But hey, three of the people in this list are CrossFitters. How cool is that? Three of the
That's
people
pretty
in this
cool.
list are CrossFitters.
Wow.
There he is.
There you are.
There you are.
A few years ago, a little
How
bit
many years ago is
younger.
that photo, Dave? You look a little bit different there.
I had Angus hair. I had Angus hair.
Angus hair.
You've met Angus, haven't you, Kira? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was strutting the Angus hairstyle. Um, what does it say? David is a neurosurgeon, world-class CrossFit athlete. Embellished a little bit there. He has been a pioneer in establishing multidisciplinary spinal practices and holistic care for more than 20 years. The neurosurgeon is an Olympic weightlifting coach and functional fitness athlete, finishing in the top 10 in Australia from 2021 to 2025 in the Worldwide Open. He's established functional movement training centre affiliates nationwide, delivering functional movement therapy for back pain and neck pain. So that was my little claim to fame
Very
today
cool.
in the
So here's your
Courier
thing,
Mail.
Kirra. You can still be a CrossFit athlete and do the neurosurgeon. You can still do it because
Yeah.
you move better than Dave. Like,
Oh
Dave's
God, yes.
phenomenal,
Oh
but you move better
God,
than
yes.
Dave. So don't, like, you're not studying now. So throw in the
Yeah.
4 hours a day. I want to see you at Torian, because there's a good chance, like, we might have 3 coaches at Torian. That would be pretty cool. So and then we can
It
just
would
go
be
along.
cool. I'm definitely still would like to be competitive, but we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Try not to put pressure on myself.
no,
No,
no, no.
that's not.
That's not what you want
Um,
in any of
yeah.
those things. So, like as Dave was saying before, like trying to know everything is a recipe for disaster. So, just
Mm. One of the questions in the fellowship exam, um, I it was a tough question, and I answered that. I actually said, look, this is really challenging. This is a complicated problem, and I said in my exam, like nervous as sugar, and I said, look, I'm gonna consult with my colleagues. I'm gonna bring this up at the next multidisciplinary meeting. and show it to all of my colleagues that I work with, and I'm going to discuss this case before embarking, because they want you to say, I'm going to do a posterior fossa decompression and blah, 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 blah. You know, but it wasn't that simple. And so, like, I didn't know the answer. I thought, oh, I'm buggered. I'm going to be coming back next year to do this all again. And and when I said that, when I said I don't know the answer, this is complicated. I'm going to talk to my colleagues about determining the best strategy. And I just saw the examiner go. He just nodded. He just nodded. I said, "Thank Christ." I was just honest. I said, "I don't know."
Now, there's your answer to any question you don't know, Kirra. I'm going to consult with my
There you go.
colleagues.
There you go.
How you get a whole medical degree? I'm going to consult with my colleagues.
Yeah.
That's a great answer. I love it.
We just be honest. Be honest. You can never go wrong by being honest, right? That's the coolest. It's just such a simple philosophy in life. But look, Kirra, we've been banging on for an hour and a half. Is there anything else you wanted to share about your life? Have we forgotten to ask anything that you're burning to tell us? I mean, we've bounced around a little bit. We're only 6 months into this podcast, so we're sort of learning the ropes as we go. But yeah, I think we've learned a lot about you tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I can't think of anything.
Yep.
I think we've hit all of the major points.
Have you done podcasts before? Have you done podcasts before?
No, I haven't.
Interviewed before?
This is the first of many as she becomes, as
Absolutely.
she walks into her CrossFit and medical career. So
you better boot up that YouTube channel again and like just it's going to be cool. Like that journey of being a high level athlete, an academic, hardworking. There's just so many fantastic, inspirational components of your life that people can learn from, or just not so much learn from, but just motivate people. And that's what we say about CrossFit. I think it just makes you the best person that you can be, which is
100%. So what we want you to do, Kirra, though, is share, and you have to become a subscriber. So first of all, you have to become a subscriber to the podcast. So I expect to see your name on there, and you have to share on with your 30,000 followers and say, "Had a great chat with these guys." So all the fans can listen in, and we can like build the algorithm, and then
don't you worry, I will.
Dave and I can quit our day jobs and become podcasters.
You bet. All right, Kirra, have a great night. It's pretty late for
I'm ready for bed.
Bedtime. We're going to sign out as well. We'll let you get off the stage, and we'll say goodnight to our viewers.
Headset looks great too, Kirra. Looks awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me again.
See you in the gym.
100%. Okay. See you later. Bye-bye.
Cool.
You guys have got a good coach there, Dave. You've picked well.
Lady. She's a cool lady. Well, she kind of picked us.
She's like very, very synergistic. How it's happening.
She's so grounded. Like those are. She's just hitting goals all the time and just so grounded. I love that. It's so humble.
Yeah, 100%.
Really humble.
I didn't realize, but I mean, it sounds like she's already got a degree, and then she's had 2 years off. She's. How much more study would she have? She'd have another 5 or 6 years worth of study, wouldn't she, Dave?
Well, because it's it was a undergraduate degree. You do 6 years. There's a couple of undergraduate medical schools. You do 6 years of medicine as an undergraduate, or you do a postgraduate degree. So you do your science degree or whatever it may be, and then it doesn't have to be science. You just got to pass the GAMSAT, and then you do the. It's usually a 4-year degree then, if it's a postgraduate degree. So she'll be doing a 4-year postgrad. And then you start your internship, and then you start your residency, and then you decide, okay, where do I want to go from residency? So you might be a resident for 3 or 4 years, thinking, do I want to do surgery? Do I want to do radiology? Do I want to do pathology? Do I want to do be a physician, or do I want to be a GP? And then once you make that decision, then you apply to go into the specialty colleges, and each each type of doctor has their college that they're affiliated with, and then you have to get into the college. So there's usually another entrance exam, and then you do that for another 5 or 6 years, and then there's an exit exam. And then once you finish that exit exam, which is called a fellowship, you become a fellow of the College of Rheumatologists or Cardiologists or cardiothoracists, and then you can start working as a doctor,
Wow.
as a specialist. You're a doctor from when you graduate medical school,
Wow.
but you're still in training until you get your fellowship.
Well, if anyone's gonna make it, I think she's gonna make it. She's got a
Yeah,
very good head on her shoulder, and the fact
yeah,
that she sat that exam 3 times, like, that shows
yeah.
a massive amount of perseverance.
Tenacity,
So
tenacity. And she said she was stubborn, which is obviously, there's a really positive side of being stubborn. That you just like, nah, I'm going to do this.
I'm gonna
I'm
do
going to
this.
get this.
This is my thing. This is what I want. So no,
Yeah,
it was a great chat. It was a great chat, and we wish her all the best. And
yeah,
so excited that she's a coach here, and she
yeah.
can continually judge our burpee
We
prowess.
are we are screwed for the next baby workout where she's coaching. Just- oh no, she's gonna just like no rep, no rep, no. Oh my god, we're in trouble. We have to work.
All
We have to,
right, Dave. It's
yeah.
time
Okay, buddy.
for
Next fortnight.
what
Kipling.
happened to
Yeah.
you? What happened? Like, what happened to you? Why did you like jump off? What
I
did you
don't know.
do? Did you hit the red button or something?
No, I didn't. I think it's time for me to get a new laptop. This one's dying.
Mm,
But yeah, and when I tried to log back in, it just Chrome was just like I had the little spinning wheel. Um,
right.
so
So
I don't know what.
well, it was
It
good.
just
It gave me an opportunity to like say how good you
it's pretty.
guys and Joe are. So
It's
because you
pretty
didn't
cool.
have to.
You can just log back in though, can't you? If something happens, it's not
Mm,
as long
mm,
as the session doesn't stop.
yeah,
Um,
100%. All right, man.
Okay,
Till
keeping
next week,
Grant, if you're watching, I'm going to send you the
Grant. If you're
link, Grant.
watching,
You gotta please. We got to know what time. We know you're in Minnesota or Minneapolis or
and if it's
Indiana.
not Grant, we'll try and get Dante because he's back in New
Dante.
Zealand
Oh,
now.
we didn't get a chance to talk about the Oceania CrossFit Championships.
No, but we will
Jet
if we get
Levi,
when we get
Jono,
Dante in.
they did so good. Our sponsored athletes, Jono Easton, fourth place, equal fourth place. We're going to give him equal fourth place because I think there was a count back and he was therefore fifth. I think, is that right?
I think so. Yeah.
But he basically got the same score as the fourth place. So we're going to give him one spot off the podium. And Jet also did fantastic. Came ninth, top 10. He improved on his previous year's score. I think he was 13th in 2024 at the New Zealand Games. And
So
it was
a
just
top 10, absolutely.
2 top
And
10s and a great tournament, right? Oceania CrossFit Championships. I think I'm going to try to do the qualifier for that next year. It was so much fun.
awesome, awesome.
I had FOMO watching that. I thought I want to be out there. I saw my mate out there, one of the other masters, and I just wanted to be out there competing. But I was
Excellent.
on the floor taking photographs. I was part of the
Yes.
medical team and the photography team
I
while
know.
while you were studying your level 1.
Well, yeah, I saw them the first day, and they were
Yeah.
both in the top 5 at the end of the first day, and then I didn't come for the second. I
Well,
keep saying
at the end of the first day, Jet was second, I think.
Jet was second. Jet was
In
killing
second
it.
place.
Jet
Yeah,
won the first event, like the ridiculous sandbag carry,
yeah, he had a blitz.
which
He had a
was
blitzer day one.
and
A blitzer
Jono
day one.
came second on that
Yep.
event. But those guys,
Yep.
they were I think at least a minute in front of the competition. Like they were
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
far in front, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think Jet was 11:43, and for running a mile with a sandbag, a 65 kilo sandbag.
Insane.
And Jono, I think, was 12:20, I think, something like that. And then there was daylight between the next person. Only like 5-6 people out of the 30 actually finished that event. Like it was
Yeah.
incredible. So
Yeah.
big shout out to
Let,
the guys' fitness, man. They
let's
are
just
weapons.
say this is a clue for New Year's Day workout, Anthony. That
Oh,
workout
what?
has given me some inspiration for New Year's Day workout.
Oh.
That's one workout that I program. Every year I get to program one workout for the membership and New Year's Day workout. I'm not saying it's going to be that, but like, it's
Oh
just
my God. We're going to carry your sandbag a long way. Great.
something to look forward to, my friend. All right. Good
Um,
night. And see you in 2 weeks' time.
see you, man.